Yo, what's up? Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Thank you if you've already subscribed. Thank you, appreciate you. Share this video, give it a thumbs up, and I appreciate you. Welcome. If you're new for the first time, welcome to the channel. This is the Podcast with Soul. My name is Sean, and I run this whole platform. I own this whole platform. Send $1 to my Cash App. That link is underneath this video. Or if you don't have Cash App and you have PayPal, send $1 to the PayPal. Do not send $1 to each one. Just pick one, whichever one you got, and send me $1. And I appreciate you. Thank you in advance. You're stuck in a rut. You're stuck in a rut. You're stuck in a psychological rut. How do you get out of that rut? Right? This psychological rut that you're in is the result of some past experiences, either recently in the short term, okay, the last day, or, well, the rut's probably not going to be, you probably can't consider nothing a rut that you're in for like a week, right? So let's just say a month. Maybe happened a month ago, or maybe happened 7 months ago, right? The short term. Or it could have been something that happened in the intermediate term, right? 10 months to 2 years, right? Or it could have happened a long time ago, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago. And since that happened, whatever happened, you have been psychologically impacted in a negative way. Right? And it's caused you to just be frozen in a way of thinking, being mentally frozen in the way of perceiving things, being mentally stuck in the way you expect things. Being mentally paralyzed in the way you forecasting things to happen. And it's that one event, you have allowed it to paint your whole life. You have not been able, are not able up to this point to separate that one incident and compartmentalize that one thing and put it by itself. That this is an isolated incident. This was an isolated circumstance. This was a one-off happening. And let me view it that way. I am going to perceive it that way. And I am going to speak it that way. That shit was just, that was a one-off. That's over there. But the rest of my life is dope. The rest of my life is money. This circumstance over here in my life is cash money. I like the way this here is going down in my life. That part is all that. That part right there is extra dope. Right? Now that's the healthy way of managing, controlling, and applying thought to our lives. Now, like you, I have been there too. And not to say that I can't go back, but I have been there too, where I let this one isolated occurrence just paint my whole life as ain't no good. Because of that one thing, that ain't right, and it ain't gonna work out right. Ain't no sense of even trying. Man, look at everything that's wrong with that. That's whack. I'm not even going. Nah, that's corny too. Now all of this is all messed up. All of it. That was when I was stuck in a rut. And being stuck in a psychological rut is fatiguing. It's tiring. And I don't have to do anything physical. There can be absolutely zero physical exertion. Sean, stay here, don't go nowhere. There can be zero physical exertion. I don't have to jog. I don't have to do calisthenics. I don't have to lift weights. But because of the thoughts that I'm allowing, that I've allowed to, that I planted myself, that I watered and gave sunlight, and that now have deep roots in my brain, they are growing seeds of defeat, negativity, worry, despondency, lethargy, right? Negative perception, self-hatred. And these thoughts weigh me down. They weigh me down from the time I go to sleep to the time I wake up. The last thought on your mind when you go to sleep is the first thought that shines through when you wake up the next day. That's why it's very, very important that I go to sleep and you go to sleep to the best of our ability. It don't always be this way, but with a good thought or a clear conscience and a clean mind. Because then I'm assured that when I wake up the next day, I'm going to have a clear conscience and a clean mind to start my new day. So now, how do I get out of this psychological rut? How do I fix this? How do I get out of this psychological rut? It's been my experience that massive changes needed to take place in my thinking, first and foremost. Material alterations, massive changes needed to take place in my mind and in my brain and in my attitude and in my thinking, so that I could then change, make massive change and material changes in my action, in my judgment, in my decision making, in my choices, and ultimately in my life. There has to be a material change. What number you looking for, man? 53 is gonna be, come this way, go around that court, all the way to the left. You got it. Uber guy. And when we apply these new behaviors, when we apply these new thoughts, these new choices, these new decision makings, this is the cause and effect. This is the principle, cause and effect, that what I do is going to give me an effect. If I put out a positive action, if I put out a productive thought, if I put out a fruitful idea, the universal law states that all I could get back is exactly what I put out. Right? Whatever I plant, that's what I'm going to get back. And, you know, I have to become sick and tired of being in a rut. I have to really, really want to change my life. I have to really, really want to change my circumstance. And that desire to change is going to be the impetus, right? Or the driving force that pushes me to say, Sean, man, you got to get up off your ass, nigga. You can't stay here and continue to do what you're doing and living the way you living. This is destroying you. Look at your life. This is the conversation we have to have with ourselves. Look at your life, Sean. Look at what you have become. Look at what this thought process has done for you. Sometimes a geographical change will do the trick. But we must always remember that geographical changes, although can be effective in the short term, right? It has to be followed through with an internal change inside of ourselves, because wherever we go, we take ourselves with us. So if I'm full of shit over here and I move across the globe or across the country or across town or to another state, I still take me with me to where I'm going. And if I was full of shit over here, when I get over there, it's just a matter of time before I come full of shit over there. So the change has to happen from within. The getting out of the rut has to happen from within. Sean G, finna get up out of here. I'm chilling. I had a good day today. Made some money. Did 2 workouts. Worked out with 2 of my clients. And I feel good. Fit over 50. I take care of my mental health, my spiritual health, and my physical health. All 3 of them. It's a trifecta. Send me $1 on the Cash App, or send me $1 on the PayPal. Either one. Don't send $1 to the Cash App and $1 to PayPal. Just send $1 there or $1 there, whichever one you have. Support independent content creators. We independent content creators, we work hard to give you guys the content that you like. And if you want me and us to be able to continue to give you the content, you know, you have to support financially. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with me asking. Sean G, peace.